Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Skin Deep, where today we continue the critical pentangulation. But first, we check our email, obviously. Wait, we had something important from Tumbles. Tumbles, what's up? Thank you. We do not know whether Xena likes cucumber water, but using publicly available data, my staff will be able to estimate the chance that she does. My second question, what color would you like to paint your bedroom walls? I don't want to. That sounds like a nightmare. I don't want to do that. I don't want to paint my bedroom walls. I sleep in a cubbyhole in a spaceship. Painting the interior of the cubby sounds like the most depressing thing I could possibly do. Okay, what were we talking to Fortinbras about? Oh yes, horror movies, of course. Dear Nina, I'm so grateful you found a little time for my mixtape. I have a question of a sensitive nature. Hypothetically speaking, if someone brought you a bundle of dead rats with their tails all tied into a knot, and the knot were heart-shaped, would you find that romantic? Maybe if I were a cat? Sadly, I don't think I'm really qualified to answer this one. So who's the lucky cat? Sounds pretty serious if you're already giving out rat kings. We're desperately hoping it is a cat, right? And that we didn't just accidentally bat aside a gesture aimed at us, because that's not biologically. That's not going to work out. Unfortunately, the cowboy experience industry is doing quite poorly. I don't think you're likely to find a stage job where they allow you to shoot a real gun. The guns I use in my act are all fake. I'm not sure if I ever showed you how they work. I apologize if I've been leading you to believe I can actually catch bullets. It's all stagecraft, I'm afraid. You know what? This feels like the nicer thing to say to a magician. Oh, holy cow! I thought you were using a little energy field to catch them or something. This job stuff is all really frustrating, though. I do keep wondering if I should just quit this field. It's way too easy for pirate queens to harass you when you work in insurance. It is an interesting occupational hazard, I suppose. Oh, it's hard to tell who would be the best candidate, yeah. I really admire the human skaters Brits O'Nally. I think they're strong enough to at least do the cat mode Turkey 500 on a big board. They have glutes like nobody's business. And there's a human skater from Fnordia, Relish Crespo, who I want to pitch to as well. She does a lot of exhibition shows, and this would be the best exhibition show in the biz. It's a shame you don't want to skate, because a clone skate exhibition would be absolutely killer. I will never skate with my clone. She and I don't have that kind of relationship. I think you're going to have a hard time selling humans on this this cross-cultural trick exhibition, because I think it would kill... I think a lot of them would die in the attempt. Honestly, though, I look at humans doing human skate tricks and think that that's probably what's going to happen anyway, so... I guess it's projection. I would die if I attempted a skate trick, so I assume that everybody else also will die if they attempt it. Seriously, the things that some people can do, just baffling work. So the Beluga is a mech repair frigate, which might mean that there are mechs on board. That would be pretty sick. Did you know each RX-3000A Ballbot mech is equipped with a GM8 Gamma Pop cannon? It packs a punch. Does it shoot? Is that like a brand name, or does it shoot Gamma Pop? What's a Gamma Pop? What would that even mean? What am I talking about? Well, it seems safe enough. Alright, we got 4 crew members here.
Just what I needed.
Security camera. I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that the vents are probably not available to me. Seems like we're alone in the room. Oh, I don't actually see... Okay, yeah. Somebody's been using a duper to get more tuna. Alright, I can understand that. I see where that comes from. There's like a little fake vent here. Alright, let's have a look at the map. So we're all alone in the FTL drive room. The break room is on the other side there. The windows are functional, but the vents and the airlocks and the trash are all locked down. Nice.
Summer breeze.
Alright, well, I guess let's see about the break room. Definitely at least 2 people worth of footsteps there. Trash chute. Okay. And these are those heavy, heavy footsteps. I don't detect a lot of difference between the 2 footsteps, so I'm thinking probably they're both heavies.
I need a boom.
Yeah, that's going to be very helpful. That said, I don't love that they're both, you know, the boom is not going to be enough to take these 2 down, I don't think. Scott is pissed about the gravity disruption, says we need to keep the trash chutes locked until we're sure garbage isn't going to come flying out again. If you want to debate him, he's stomping around in the mech bay. Alright. So, stomping around in the mech bay. Need a blue key card. You know, that one. That one would probably do. So you, like, walk over to the corner. So down on the floor below me. Oh, this is bad. Hugo's going to be able to see me. Shoot. Turn away? Okay. And there's a camera right below as well. This is actually a pretty scary situation. This one's a little tougher. Okay, what do you do when you get over here? Do you just look at the wall for a second? Kind of what I want is for you to turn away. Okay. Let's see what the other one's doing right now. I think this is about as close to good as we're going to get.
Just what I needed.
And then we just make the run. Vent code Dove. Do not forget. Hey, that's pretty handy. More air freshener. I think I would rather carry that than the space wrench, probably.
Summer breeze.
There's a spooky little space back here that we can get into.
Looking good. Come punch or die.
I guess I don't actually have to choose, right? I can't grab the wrench, though, because I put it inside the... I don't even know how I did... Alright, never mind. Grab the metal arm and let's go. Metal bar. Mech repair, work order, muzzle, leg, then eye, just dirty, needs quick wash. Okay. I guess that's probably the mech. This is super important. D-O-V-E. Hurry, hurry. Okay, there we go. Whew, okay. I feel so much safer and more in control now that we've done that. Alright, let me look at my map again. So there's still a bunch of the ship that's completely locked off, as far as we're aware. One of these two has more information. Yep, there's a tablet down there. Okay. I'm gonna go for the swap, I think. Okay. That camera is a problem. Do I see? Ah, I do in fact see another vent.
Nice.
Trash pass is fish. Great news. Why on earth was there a pirate data thing up here, though, you know? How would those big heavy pirates even have gotten up there? Well, it seems like there's nobody walking around in here. I think we should be able to just go hit this.
All airlocks unlocked. All yellow barricades unlocked.
Alpine wind.
Alright, so this room is not super meaningful. That is a hack grenade. So we don't actually have any idea where the trash chute controls are, right? Oh no, the trash chutes are controlled back where we came from. I don't really want to go to the bridge right now. I want to go back to the trash chutes. I want to go back for the activator, I mean. Unfortunately, we did not find the camera controls for that troublesome camera. So I'm just waiting for Scott to turn back around. Do you have a tablet? You do.
Good to have.
Hear that?
Aha! Alright. Trash pass fish. I can't believe I have to write this 2 times. The other one got lost in the gravity disruption. Right. Makes sense. Okay. That answers my question pretty ably, in fact. So... extremely handy. Hold on. Is the camera control up here? Can we be done with this camera? It is not, in fact. Am I fully imagining that Huh. I thought I remembered the vent controls being in here, or the trash controls being in here, but apparently I am very mistaken. Huh, and we've been in that vent. Okay, I have no idea where the camera controls are for that. Ooh, soap is pretty useful. What is this? Did we really get all the cats? Yeah, I thought I heard something skittering around down there. Keep these locked till we can sweep and purge them. Well, I sure hope there's nothing else skittering around down here. When you have the a ship that's all heavy pirates like this, I do feel like the value of the trash chute code goes down somewhat because you're like very much encouraged to deal with your problems in other ways. Did I get that camera? Okay, yeah. I pressed the button and then I didn't wait around to make sure that it actually changed colors.
Getting dusty in here.
Okay, so we've got a lot of camera control now. Maybe I'm wrong about the explosions. You know, maybe a deodorant fire is exactly the kind of thing that deals with one of these. But I feel like we've seen it before and it was insufficient.
I see something.
Let's test. Okay, as long as they don't move out of it right away, it gets them.
You're mine.
Let's put this down for a second. Okay, yeah, there is no search at the moment, so that's good news. Let me just clean things up a little bit. Okay. One problem solved.
Is active.
It looks like there's another cat key, yeah. I should have duped my lighter before throwing it. Because, like, there's lots and lots of sources of flammable cloud and not so many sources of a fire. Well, okay, so there is a cat in here. This is not going anywhere I want to be right now.
Let me out of here. Yep.
I heard something.
You heard nothing. Okay, camera's already under control.
There's someone on board. Everybody, check in.
Shit, I didn't grab the walkie.
Here. Bravo here. Charlie here.
There's a security mic.
Radio failed. We've got company.
Everything's fine here.
Yes, she's not here.
It does feel like you should be able to just do the check-in, right?
I see it.
I keep pressing shift to sprint because I don't learn very quickly.
I saw it there. I'm gonna get him.
So I need to cause a spark here.
She's hiding.
Maybe we just need to leave this area, honestly.
Everything's all good, boss.
Not here.
I like the way that somehow Calvin is tricked by that. Well, shit.
Sweet.
No, that's no good. That's no good.
Everything's fine here.
So the pirates do have, what do you call it? They do have a third lung, right? These pirates do. But like we can still suck them into outer space, right? Like maybe I'm being too quick to dismiss breaking a window as a strategy.
Requesting a repair drone.
I'm on my way. Preparing. Task complete.
It turns out no, they don't get sucked into outer space.
Vacuum breach. Seal vacuum immediately.
Alright, so that's not actually helpful. And Calvin is totally comfortable fighting in the vacuum. I had a new plan. Trying to grab the space mines and bring them into the ship to hit the guy. No such luck.
What's that? Was she here? Was she here? What's that?
No problems whatsoever.
Security turret deactivating.
Alright, attempting to interact with the security mic was just causing Calvin to go over and over again in a way that doesn't really make a huge amount of sense to me. But whatever, we got a cat key. Did I drop my duper in there, didn't I? I was gonna say, if we can just dupe this cat key,
What's that?
then we're like good.
What's that? I see something. What's that? Was she here?
Oh, well actually my duper will be in the lost and found at this point because I sure did open the gate to outer space. Oh no, it's right here. Okay.
Now we're talking.
So am I allowed to do this? Yeah. That said, let's carry the duper. Okay. Let's go find the rest of the crew. So there's nobody in here. They yell at you quite loudly when you pass them.
Let me out of here.
There's you.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Radio ragweed potato chips. Okay. According to my calculations, the accidental gravity disruption during the boarding process sent some of the lighter objects airborne. Keycard probably ended up in the rafters. I've been asking for a tighter, cleaner boardings for months, so this is definitely not my fault. Fair enough. What an extremely useful item. Okay, so somewhere there was a work order for the mech. This one. Muzzle, leg, eye. Needs quick wash and warm water. Okay. I'm wondering if we can actually repair the mech. I'm wondering if that's one of the extra tasks. I'm not expecting to get anything fun out of it. It just would be cool to do it. But maybe we'll get to, you know, use the mech in some way, have the mech, be friends with the mech.
Score.
Oh, hey. Aw. A reminder, you are going to lose the light objects in the rafters if you cut power to gravity during boarding. I know you have a copy of my no muss, no fuss boarding plan because I emailed it to both the boss and you, Calvin. Why aren't we using it? Please look around. Okay, yeah, this is not new information. So... let's take this leg over here. Alright, we probably have to find the muzzle in the area somewhere. That's just an armor plate, right? Well, I mean, it's still useful. And without having a sense of the size of this thing, we kind of have to assume that it went upward, right? Well, there's another yellow key card. Not that we need it. So we do have the tools necessary to cause some explosions here. We could try to take these two out and it would make my task significantly easier. Repair the ball bot, clean the dirty glasses, and find the cassette tape.
Summer breeze.
That's just random shrapnel. Okay, so there's a part of their patrol where they like meet up. It wouldn't take 2 explosions. I have to say, that's compelling.
Time to dupe.
Alright, I'm gonna try it. We don't need the key or anything. Like, this is purely for the sake of my own entertainment. But you know what? That matters. It's important to value yourself. Ooh, they're not quite synced. I thought they were meeting up. They go to the same place, but they don't necessarily... Okay. That's going to make that more complicated. We're going to need to be ready to throw additional items. I'm going to put this cat key down. Just get things to toss that are going to make noise so that we can keep them in the corner. Oh, fuck. It went off. When you drop it, it just goes off. Okay. That's cute. That's a cute little thing. Okay, I'm a little worried about this because it seems like they're desyncing more and more. But like I said, we'll just have to Just had to cause some manual distractions here.
Heard something.
There's someone on board. Everybody, check in.
That's why you walking forward.
Bravo here.
Hey, we got it.
Charlie. Delta here. Foxtrot here.
All right, we're good
Oh
here.
no.
Yeah, that it. I heard something.
Shit, and also fuck. Objects.
Gotcha.
I see.
All right, a little bit of lethal soda.
They ought to pay me more for this.
All right, all right.
You're done freaking out about the gravity. Please check the vents for additional cats. Okay, not even useful. And now we have so many. We have more cat keys than I have any idea what to do with, which is actually kind of frustrating. So are we still in? Are we in security mode right now? I'm not actually sure. There was a lot of shouting, but there's no turret. Yeah, okay. There's a turret in here. If we were in hot security mode, we would know. Aha! So this goes here, and then I gotta take out an eye, or is that eye is already missing? And so we gotta find like the sink. Also, at this point, it's starting to get to the point where it would actually be very helpful to. I guess you would take that into the locker room, maybe. Is the idea. We're starting to get to the point where it would maybe be actually really helpful to open up the trash chutes. That's a security camera, busted security camera. Nobody was trying to like wash it off in the shower. Additional lighter.
Sparky.
These things are really, really small. I do feel like we should be carrying around a walkie-talkie. Well, you know, one thing we could do is we could blow the airlock in here and then go to the lost and found. And if the eye's in here, then, you know. Doesn't look like it is, though. Oh, well, maybe we're not getting this mech repaired. You had to break the things to get it to... I can't just open the outer doors. The inner doors are smarter than that.
Airlock pressure dropping.
Alright, blow a bunch of objects into space. Didn't look like any of them were the eye. Yeah, none of them were. Okay. Good way to make sure, I guess. Didn't find its way back here, it looks like. I mean, it would make sense for them. It would make a certain kind of sense for them all to be in this room, right? All the parts. But I don't think it's totally unreasonable that something might have been, you know, carried to the bathroom. So if they are all in this room, I suppose we could do the same breaching act here. Yeah, there's a lot of room for things to be up on top of stuff in this room. There's a lot of spread out vent space. That's an EMP. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I am wondering if busting the airlock is maybe the only play. They certainly wouldn't have brought it in here if they were concerned about warm water. How is there still a camera? Somewhere there is a vent in here that I have not found, and that's really bothering me. Okay, this vent leads away immediately. Does not contain the thing. And then we were in this upper vent, but maybe I just missed it. It does feel like this is where it would be, right? Unfortunately, there's no way to, like... no way to, like, examine it and hit a schematic design or anything. It's just... stay out of the repair bay unless you have a good reason to be there. There's a live mech in there. The cat's had it in pieces, but it can still turn on. Remember, the boss sent us here because we can handle a mech. Keep your guns loaded and your trigger finger warm. Okay, so we do get to use the mech if we can figure out how to turn it on. It's just a matter of figuring out its eye problem.
Hey, come want to die?
Ah, there you are. Shit. Trash fuse box is right here. I had seen it at some point. I knew I had, but, you know, my memory is the thing that it is. Trash code. We definitely had it. Fish. Okay.
No problems whatsoever.
They seem to have injured each other, I think. Okay. Let's go get one of my many, many spare keys. What is Hugo doing over here? I know, I'm working on it.
I hate being meow. Your insurance coverage is active.
Alright, we'll just go use one of the other airlocks to get out. I am sad about not being able to locate that eye, but not so sad that I'm going to devote a bunch more time to it. Let me do this in a way that's not going to get you killed by space mines. Actually, hold on. I'm going to have to... Looks to me like I may have to invent a safe zone here.
Message received.
Alright, that should be...
A rescue pod is on the way.
That should be sufficient.
You're the greatest, Nina.
We're more than halfway there.
Yeah, it's we're getting there. I'll tell you, this thing is a lot less good than I would like it to be. We'll drop this for that, and I'll drop... Honestly, the secret grenades, I might rather...
Shock troops on the way.
Might rather have an old-fashioned explosion. I didn't realize this thing was out of battery.
Breaching airlock. Stand by.
I can't get close enough to it to work it without him also being too close to me. So that makes things awkward.
Gotcha.
I didn't really give him much of a chance to surrender on that one.
Everything's all good, boss.
Was there a trash chute? There's not a trash chute in here, right? There isn't.
All right.
Alright. We'll be able to pull new walkies from any guard we fight anyway, I think. I'm not too concerned about that. So we have fuel lines and stuff that we can use to open the situation up a bit. But honestly, all I'm really looking for at this point is the authorization key. That said, best the gun be full of bullets. I couldn't remember if I'd racked it or not. Okay, so Elmo has the thing. See if we can just get him. Good enough for me.
Nice.
Joink. And we're out of here. Alright, everything's fine. Did they use this airlock? They did not. Okay. So there's the airlock in the mech bay.
Sierra, here.
Given how they're kind of all over the mech bay, my feeling is that this is the right one. Okay. Maybe I am not so lucky. The mech bay is central, you know, that's, I guess, all that's going on there. So then we need the break room. Just crouch under here real quick. The shotgun's pretty unreliable. It's hard to have a good sense for how much damage she'll deal and at what speed. I do like there being a swordfish here, though. We could definitely use the swordfish to clear out a pirate or two, should the need arise. Where's the... It's on that wall. Okay. Well, this is very inconvenient.
Heard something. Who did that?
It's remarkable how effective that is.
Gotcha, jerk.
Alright. And nobody's any the wiser. And indeed, there's the authorization slot. Easy. Here's the thing about pirate ships in video games. Obviously, very straightforward and easy. I could have done that more smoothly, I think. I got all distracted, and then we didn't even get the payoff of the I didn't want to be looking for that eye forever, but it would have been nice to employ the mech. I'm sure it remains stationary, but you know, you just like lure guards in front of it. It would have made that second phase a lot easier. Anyway, I don't think I have time for two today. Unfortunately, I think that's going to have to be it for us for the moment. Thank you all so much for watching. We are getting very, very close now to having enough points of data to figure out Xena's position. And when you come back next time, I do believe it's going to happen. So, come back for that. Perhaps the climactic confrontation, provided I can knock the next ship out in a little bit faster time. And we'll see you then.